Been a great start for Liverpool, hasn't it? But take a look at these fixtures after the international break. Boy, it's going to be testing for Jurgen Klopp's side. Mark, you've been writing about this over on the website. What in particular strikes you from this list, apart from that it's very, very difficult?
It is difficult, and it's difficult in the Champions League as well. They've got PSG and Napoli, so they've got a real tough run of games domestically. You know, it's in the next 6 weeks, like you say, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City. They've got Chelsea twice. It's just a really, really draining 4 or 5 weeks for Jurgen Klopp's team, and also he's going to have to rotate his squad a little bit, and that will test their resources. And he really needs to win something this year. And the League Cup is probably the easiest to win, but Chelsea at home, the way Chelsea have started this season, you know, they could be out again in the third round. So it's a big month, and I think if they do get knocked out of the League Cup, it's going to strike a blow to their morale in the sense that that's one trophy gone. So this, for me, is the month which showed us what Liverpool are made of. If they come through this month unbeaten in the Premier League, then I think you can take them seriously as potential title winners. But one thing I did say in that piece was that the one unique problem that Liverpool have got in this title race is that if they get past Christmas in the first or second, the emotion and the desperation of Liverpool fans to win the league, we saw it in 2014 when they came so close. It can get so intense, and it can be quite suffocating to a certain extent, that the kind of expectancy and the desire to win something. So I do think that Liverpool have to manage that this year. They're going to have to manage that kind of special pressure to win the Premier League because it's been so long. I mean, I think Steve was playing the last time they won it.
You were, Steve, weren't you?
I was, aye.
My God. I was expecting a reaction from you.
No, do you know, I was thinking about what Mark was saying there. I remember Manchester United, I think it would be 1990, and they hadn't won it either for some 20-odd years. And I remember them coming to Anfield, and you could see the tension on Fergie's face.
Right.
And there's no question when the manager's like that, that goes on to the players as well. So, you know, if come next year and they're in the final stretch, let's see what Jurgen Klopp's like. Is he still going to be this happy, smiling chappy who doesn't have a care in the world, or is he going to feel the pressure? Because if Fergie was feeling it,
well, he's been over the line.
Everybody's going to feel it.
He's been over the line before with Dortmund in Germany against the mighty Bayern Munich, so he has been over the line. You talk about Man United. You remember, was it '94? The first, I can't remember when they first won the league under Fergie. You probably know better than me, Mark. It was early '90s, but you're
93, yeah.
93. Was that when Bruce scored that header against Sheffield Wednesday? I mean, it's like even for those players, those guys have been around the Premier League and top-flight football for years.
But you must have had it when you stopped Rangers winning, what, 10 in a row when you were at Celtic? Yeah, no, all that pressure is evident every week.
It's a slightly different standard, but I mean, Rangers were a very good side then with Gascoigne and Laudrup and McCoy. The list goes on, and the Scottish football was different then. But that went down to the last game of the season, and it did. I mean, training that week was a shambles. We trained for about 20 minutes one day. I think it was the Tuesday, and Wim Jansen, the coach, just stopped the session because everybody was arguing with each other and fighting and kicking, and it was horrible because everybody was so tense. And so he just said, stop, say tomorrow. Right. So it's who's going to handle it the most. But listen, if you look at their bench now, the one thing they've done, when you looked at Liverpool bench last year, it was a little bit thin. But when you look at the bench now, when everybody's fit, and hopefully they keep people fit, he's got a few choices to pick from. So that's the one upside for him.
Can I just say, you'd rather have that tension, though.
Yeah.
You'd rather have that opportunity, and then you'll see how you handle it then, but you want to get to the end with a chance. And if that's the case, then Liverpool will be very much into it, and I think they'll be ready to go.
He's not as tense as Napoli, chairman.
No.
Have you seen him crying about Liverpool winning bottom 3?
Tolerance loves a cry about anything, though.
Oh, my God.